Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, very first video. So we're gonna figure out how this works. I'm still new to the cameras, don't know what I'm doing just yet, but I got convinced by a couple of friends on starting a YouTube channel. So here we are. Gonna be getting some help from them to kind of learn how to use YouTube, make some videos, some editing software. I got a good friend that makes music, so hopefully you can help me out with some of the background noise for this video and for the future. So yeah, welcome to the first video. We're just gonna be working on my Nissan. We're gonna be just doing a manual swap, so let's see how it goes. Hopefully everything works out pretty good. This right here is the car we're gonna be working on, and everything else is kind of off frame, so we'll get into that here in a second. I already did a little bit of work to the car, and I'll show you guys the stuff we've taken out, kind of walk you through what we've done. Beside that, let's just get into it. So let's look at the stuff that has been removed off of the car already, just because I don't want to make a video on how to put it in, take it out and stuff. So the exhaust is taken out. That is kind of the first step, just so you have access to everything else. Front cross member is gone. Well, it's not gone, just removed. Cats are taken off because I'm throwing some new ones on there, just get a little bit more power out of the car. That guy, if you're doing it kind of like I am, where you're just on jack stands and on the floor, definitely have someone come and help you with that, because it is pretty heavy. Make sure you drain it and then just kind of take all these bolts out. The way I started was just these three here, worked my way from top to bottom, put a jack under there so that the transmission wouldn't just randomly drop. And I'll show you guys how I put every bolt in like a cardboard area so that I know exactly where every bolt goes, so I don't mess them up. This guy, if you guys are doing a manual swap, make sure you have a friend come and help you with this guy, because it is quite heavy. And if you're not careful, you'll drop it on yourself, and it's not a good time. It is going to leak whenever you guys first take the transmission out. It is going to leak, so be ready for that. And then you take off your flex plate, and you will need new bolts for your flywheel, because those bolts are too short. And your automatic dipstick, it's not too hard to get out. The way I did it, I took the actual dipstick out of the tube and then unbolted the tube and just kind of wiggle it out of there. It's a little tricky. I think we brought it down because it made it a little easier. And now let's look at the parts that are going into the car. So this shelf has everything that's going to be going into the car, plus the transmission. Up here, we've got our injectors. These are off of a GTR. Some of these O-rings are cracked, some of them are broken, so I'm just gonna replace them since they're out already. The fuel rails are off of a 370Z. I've got my harness. Basically everything besides the injectors for fuel is off of a 370. This is just the inside stuff, just make it look OEM. Then here are high flow cats. These are some, I think they're Burke. Yeah, Burke. I got them on Black Friday, kind of a while back. So I've just kind of been collecting parts for this car. Here are our headers, which hopefully they look better than the factory ones. The welds don't look terrible, and I think I got them for like $100. So can't complain. Marketplace deals are pretty good sometimes. Here's all the stuff that's going to be for the actual clutch. So I've got my flywheel pressure plate. Here's those bolts I was talking about. These are different. So, oops. Let's see if the camera will pick them up. These are a little bit longer, and they're a star bit instead of being a hex. And here is how I put my bolts so that I knew where everything was going. Let's see. Next, we got the clutch. So just a 6-puck sprung. All the lines I'm going to be needing for the actual for the hydraulic stuff. Next, we got nitrous. The main line is already plumbed up. Everything else is a little bit more complicated, so I'm gonna have one of my friends come and help me with that. He's quite a bit better with cars than I am, so I'm really excited for him to come and help me. And here we just got all the solenoids we're gonna be needing, and I got this guy from my friend Austin, so saved me a couple bucks there. That's awesome. These wheels, these big old Johns, these guys are gonna be going up front, but before we do that, I have to rebuild them because, right, look at that. There's no way those are gonna clear up front. So those are being rebuilt. And on the actual transmission, all I've got is GK Tech short throw. Just, it was already out, might as well do it. And yeah, let's see what we can do on this car, and hopefully it's a ripper whenever I put all the stuff into it. I will need a tune, so not super excited about that because I don't know who's gonna tune this car just yet. But yeah, let's see what we can do today. Let's go ahead, pop the hood on this car so it's a little easier to get to the headers. And I do not have a factory prop, so this guy is off of a golf bag. Just pop it up, look for a spot, it is good. I already removed this bumper just because it's kind of in the way. Oh, well, it's not gonna stay. Let's put it somewhere else. Let's just go right here. I already cut the zip ties off the bumper because I'm a huge believer of zip ties. So let's just take this guy off. Bumper is not in great shape, as you guys can see. The corners are gone. There is some Bondo just kind of filling in some cracks. There's that giant hole, which is very common for DE guys to do. Mine's an HR, so this bumper is honestly just temporary. Another part that's broken on this bumper is the mounting tabs. So it's just temporary. And now that we're here, we're just gonna start taking things off. There's heat shields that we have to take off of the headers on both sides. Passenger side's a lot easier than the driver's side. So hopefully someone comes through and gives me a hand because I am not excited to do this. I'm just excited for it to sound, I wouldn't say better, it's a VQ. I'm just excited for a different noise that doesn't sound as trumpety. And remember guys, it's hot, stay hydrated. Here is that heat shield I was talking about, right down there. I've already taken a couple bolts out of this guy. Show you guys what I mean by the driver's side is a lot harder to get to. I have everything in the way, so what I'm gonna do is take off my intakes, work from top and bottom, try to finesse my way in there and just kind of wiggle everything so it's easier to get into there. So let's take a look at under the car and get the creeper. So here's that exhaust shield. I gotta take that bolt off right there. I don't know if it's gonna come through on the camera, right there. And on this side, I still haven't done anything to this one just because everything's in the way. So I'm probably gonna have to drop the motor just a little bit so I can get them out. So I'll keep you guys updated on what we end up doing. And these lines right here are for the automatic transmission. So all we gotta do is just kind of chase them down. They run up front to these rubber lines that go into the radiator right there. And the other one's right there. So those are gonna have to be taken off and plugged up just because I don't want to be leaking. I don't think I need to plug them, but better safe than sorry. So yeah, I guess let's just start doing things to this car finally. After, I don't know how long the video has been, like 5-10 minutes. Don't know. Let's actually start doing something though. So we're gonna start by just taking off the intakes, just so I can have a little bit better access to the headers. Sorry about the lighting, trying to figure it out still. So let's just go ahead and get started by taking this stuff off. I already got my screwdriver. Everything is just clamp, or the, you know, the old Riley style clamps, you know, just cheap. But let's get started. And I sent that the wrong way. Here we go. So just undo that guy up there. Down here, do this guy. There's a clip for the MAF. Just kind of press, pull it out. Kind of wiggle these out. They have to come out in 2 pieces like so. Just like this. They're from Z1, so it's a little easier to take them apart than the factory ones. Just put them on the toolbox for right now because I don't have too much space on that shelf. And then take the driver's side off. Same thing. 2 clips. And not clips, clamps. 2 clamps and the clip down here for the MAF. Same thing, just wiggle it out. And then just kind of yank on it till it comes out. Boom, intake's out. Hopefully I remember where they go. Now since we got access up here, looks like I'm gonna be needing a 10mm. So let's do that side first. This side's gonna be a pain in the butt. So hopefully, see if you guys can see me, hopefully I can have a friend come down here later and give me a hand with that. So let me go grab some tools and then we'll get back to it, I guess. Need a 10mm. You guys don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money on Snap-on. I got some Snap-on stuff, and let's see, some O'Reilly Special, some Tech Pro. And this guy, we're just gonna kind of fish our hand into here. Let's see. Let's just get in there. And let's see if we can break this sucker. There it goes. And probably gonna be smart to loosen it, not tighten it. Whoops. Gotta get in there real quick. There we go. It's going. You guys probably don't want to see all that, so. Driver's side, I'm probably gonna use a socket to get to this one and the one that's back there. And this one right here, I'm probably gonna go from the underside because it seems like it might be a little easier. I'm gonna use this guy. So we've got this exhaust shield loosened up, and easiest way to remove it is just kind of wiggle it out. I'm not gonna drop it because my dog is here, so we're just gonna crawl under there. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Let's see. Maybe I am gonna have to drop it. Oh, these guys are in the way, so let's go ahead and remove those real quick. So we're just back out. And they're gonna be this fitting here and one on the other side. Just do your best to not make a giant mess. So while that guy is draining, I'm gonna go grab the plug. And here's those plugs I was talking about. That one's a little too big. This one is just great. So I will put a clamp on it here in a second. But I'm just gonna let that guy drain out so I don't make a giant mess all over the shop. And I think I got those clamps at O'Reilly's, or the plugs at O'Reilly's. Can't remember the name to them. The box is gone, I just have the plugs. I'm gonna have to go buy another clamp because that one is pretty beat up. But let's go ahead and get this other one off. All right, I need the pliers. Some pliers right here. No, wrong one. Right here. And just twist and pull basically to get that guy to drop. And that one's also gonna drain out. While it's draining, we're gonna get the plugs. Slide it over. We're gonna be taking these hoses off so I can get the hard lines for the transmission out. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. It's just two clamps that hold it down together. Down, oh, wrong way, down up in there. So get to it. Just drop them in the pan, make sure you don't make a mess. There we go. There's that, and hopefully I'm not making a mess over there because I can't see. Everything I'm just gonna throw in the pan, and then I'm gonna bring this over here. Now we're just gonna push them slightly towards the rear, work one at a time. Probably gonna have to crawl under the car. So let's do that real quick. And this one is gonna be the easiest way to do this. Let's see. Okay, so just got these lines out. It wasn't too difficult. We had to push from back here, kind of push them forward. I thought I was gonna be able to fish them backwards, but there's not enough room, so I just lift the engine up basically like so. I don't know what I just dropped. Whoops. And then this guy, just shimmy it forward, kind of just fish it out. So now we're able to finally get to work on the actual headers themselves. Be doing the passenger side first because it's a little easier and it's gonna give me a rough idea on what I need to do to get the driver's side out. Because these bolts that are in here are very hidden. So hopefully I can get them out. If not, I'm gonna have to pull the engine to be able to get the headers out, which I really do not wanna do. So hopefully I can do it the lazy way, which I guess is a harder way. But I really don't want to pull the engine because then I got to do so much more work that I really don't want to. And then, I got to pull an engine. And I'm very known for not putting stuff back. So less stuff I take out, the better. I'm going to just grab some tools real quick. So let's see. probably, since there's not a lot of room, I'm gonna take a 1/4 inch, an extension, a swivel, and a 10. You know what? Might as well take another few things just in case. Rather have them over there than not have them. And I gotta get one more tool. All right. Let's see. Let's try first with the 1/4. And hopefully there's enough space for me in there. I should probably put on some gloves, but I'm already here, so. Oh man. All right, let's try no extension. Just the ratchet. Man, there really is no room in here. Hopefully I can get it with this guy. 3/8. Man, there is no room in here, really. Just try to fish it onto that socket, or onto that bolt. Fish the socket onto the bolt. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, seems like I got it. Now it's just time to work some magic and try to break it. Nope, did not break loose. All right, let's see. All right, I think I'm gonna have to try a different approach. Figured out how to do it. Just take a breaker bar. Try to get one that has a swivel head. If you don't have one, then it might be a little bit more tricky because one of the angles was basically like this. The one that's towards the rear was bent like this. Just kind of how to get it in there, break it loose. If you don't have one, you might be able to get it from the underside. It's just gonna be a lot harder. So you're just gonna come in here and this back one, you just kind of gotta fish it into there. Once it grabs, I like to kind of tighten first and then bring it down. That initial break, tightening it up is gonna break all that rust loose. And then I'll do the front one real quick. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my ratchet. Just get in there and kind of just work it until it starts to free spin the ratchet. I'll just go in there and finish it up by hand. These bolts, luckily they're not super rusted. Let's see, focus. Maybe. All right, you probably won't see them. They're not super rusted, but they are kind of stuck on there, so just work with it. Now this back one, there is not a lot of space in this back. I've got about this much room to work, so I'm just gonna use a wrench that is ratcheting. So let's try to get back in there and let's see if I can. If not, then I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it a different way. And it's starting to look like I might have to do it another way because I can't get my hand just far enough in there because there's so many different types of tubes and hoses and stuff that are, there we go, I got it. So let's just get this guy out. Man, it's really back in there. And I can't get it to loosen up at all. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. Yep. It feels pretty loose. I'm gonna see if I can get it by hand now. I've got the bolts that I can reach from up top out. Now I'm gonna go to the underside. I can't really move the camera to the underside so you guys can see what I'm doing, just because that camera is gonna be right in the way of where I'm working. But basically it's just right in here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it to show you guys the headers, the removal and the install, unless I get someone to help me just kind of hold the camera like right here, right at this angle, and then another one right at this angle, just because camera's really in the way in the bottom. So I'll have to figure that out. Hopefully Austin can come through and help me out. If not, I don't know, I'll have another friend come and help me. Really hoping Austin comes and helps me, because he's the one that convinced me to start the channel. So I'm gonna at least have him help me hold the camera once in a while. The heat shield on the passenger side is out, both the top and the bottom. Leaves the headers completely exposed, leaves the hardware exposed. This side's gonna be very easy. The side that I am more concerned about is this side, because you can see the heat shield right there and the headers, and hopefully you guys can see the hardware down in there. It's kind of hard to see, but this line is going to have to be removed, this harness, I think this guy also, and unfortunately I am going to have to take out the steering shaft down there, because it is going to be in the way of removing the header. So not really looking forward to that, but it is what it is. Can't do much about it. And here's the heat shield. The top side and the bottom side, super lucky. All the hardware except for this one came out pretty easy. That one, it just wouldn't budge, so I just snapped it off. It's not like I'm going to be reusing the headers anyway, so at least that part is done. And now I gotta have fun and take off headers. Hopefully all the bolts come loose relatively easy. If not, I might cry. I've already removed the passenger side header. It came out relatively easy. The only thing that didn't really go according to plan is these 3 studs came out. There's one here, another one about here, and one right between towards the bottom. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but I'm gonna have to replace them, put new ones on. I really just want to try to reuse the old ones, but probably shouldn't. Now I'm gonna tackle the driver's side. I'm gonna start by removing this harness, or at least getting it out of the way, and then getting all my coolant lines out of the way. Hopefully I don't leak too much, because then it's gonna just stink when I start the car up. And I don't think I've got to remove the AC line, but if I do, then I'll probably call someone to help me with that, because it's a pressurized system and I really don't want to mess with it. But the heat shield is off. It is just kind of in there hanging out. It's right there, and the bolts are, or the studs are right there. There's one of them you can see, and then there's another one right, well, you can't see the one that's up front. Can't really get to it with all this stuff in the way, really. And I'm gonna have to undo the steering shaft. I think I've already mentioned that, but just double down, make sure you guys really know. So the actual header is right here. All I had to do was loosen it up, left one bolt on there so I could control it, and then once it released, it kind of just fell on its own. You do have to unplug the O2 sensor, and I'm not sure if that one's good or not, so I'm just gonna go ahead and replace all of them since they're already out. It's gonna be a lot easier to install them when they're out, and then just install everything as a unit. So let's go ahead and do the driver's side now. If I run into anything, I'll pick the camera back up, but for right now I'm gonna set it down so I can get to work. I was finally able to break these headers free. Right now I'm just trying to get one of the tricky ones out. I'm all the way tucked in there. I don't know if you guys can see where that ratchet ends. Decided not to take any of this off and try to struggle through it. I was a little successful. I have still 3 that have to be taken out to be able to drop the header completely. I'm really hoping I'm able to do it without removing the steering shaft. I'm real hopeful because I really don't want to do that. So we're just gonna see how tedious it is. And right now I'm doing the not so fun part, where it's just quarter turn at a time to try to get that to break free. And yes, the engine is rocking because there's nothing really supporting it beside the motor mounts. The driver's side header is out. I didn't have to remove any lines. I didn't even have to take this steering shaft out. Right down there. Everything stayed connected. All I did was just remove this upper heat shield, just kind of stick it down in there, kind of get it out of the way so I can get to the bolts. And right here, this one that you can see under different lighting, that is the hardest one to get to, just because the headers do not cooperate at all. It's that guy right there. And everything else isn't super difficult. It's just quarter turn at a time. I think I just used the breaker bar to break everything loose. Just kind of have to snake it in there and then use all this random stuff to get them out. Just a quarter turn at a time. Takes forever, but it's the laziest way. It's the well, not easiest. It's just the laziest way, so you don't have to take off a whole bunch of other stuff. That's out. I went to O'Reilly's, got some O2 sensors because I currently don't have any. I think I just got the upstreams. The downstreams I believe are good. If not, then I'll figure it out whenever the car starts. I also got more studs because the OEM headers only have 6 and the aftermarket ones have 8. So 4 in the center, 2 per side. It has the holes for them. I'm gonna throw them in. Just, I'm already here. Might as well. Better safe than sorry kind of thing. But if you see in there, probably can't count them all just because of the lighting, but there's 6. Right here I'm adding 2 more. There is already holes in the block for it, which is really nice. I don't have to tap and die anything. Honestly, if it didn't have them, I probably wouldn't do it. On the underside, however, looks a lot different. Whoa! Just hit my head. So this right here, this area right here is just enough clearance to get your header out. Getting it back in, I am gonna have someone help me because I don't think I'm gonna be able to snake it in there and get it on those bolts. And went ahead and replaced the rear main already. I think I just got to remove this bushing so I can throw in the manual pilot bushing. I got to go down to the store, get some bread, pop that sucker out. And this side, headers are going to be way easy to put in, but I do have to figure out how to make a heat shield for this right here, because these are my fuel lines. 2 of them are soft lines, and I don't want to run into any accidents. Really don't want the car catching on fire, but it's all pretty much ready to get everything started to put back in, and that'll probably be on a separate video. All right, I think that's gonna be it for this video. It's hot, I'm tired. I removed everything off the car already except the bushing for the transmission. That will be taken out soon. I just gotta go to King Soopers, get a loaf of bread, and kind of just push it out. Hopefully it works the same as manual. I don't know. If not, then I'll go to O'Reilly's, get the actual tool. But it's hot, I wanna go home. I'm gonna walk my dog, gonna feed her, gonna give her some water. And next video is just going to be putting everything back in. I really can't continue. I'm waiting for O2 sensors and a couple studs. So yeah, we'll do all that next video and start installing everything and Hopefully I remember where everything gets plugged into, because I didn't label a single wire and I did not take a single picture. So hopefully I can figure it out. If not, it is what it is. The car won't run. But for now, I'm just gonna shut up, go home. I'm tired, it's hot. Catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.